After a billion-dollar hailstorm hits an area, your focus should be on running your business, not on insurance claims. We have helped streamline the insurance process for hundreds of roofing contractors across the U.S., and we can do it for yours too. Visit us online at c3adjusters.com and learn how we can help you save time and get claims paid faster.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's already been a long day. If you were up with me earlier, we were going over storms as they were occurring in the Dallas area. And you know what? There's been some more storms since then, and probably some more storms going to happen now. If you hear the siren in the background, it's 12 p.m. and here in Oklahoma City, that means on a Saturday, it's time for the tornado sirens to be tested. And I think tornado sirens have been going off quite a bit in Dixie Alley this afternoon and into this evening. This isn't going to be the full normal forecast where we have the 5-day and everything. I've been kind of riding solo a little bit here today, so between mapping storms and all the other stuff and actually getting dressed, taking a shower, I have not had a lot of time to get too much in there, but we still have enough to go through. So thanks Merlin Law Group and the C3 Group as always for being our sponsors. There is links to their pages in the description below if you're watching us here on Facebook as usual. And make sure you come check out Hail Trace right now. It's the last day of the International Hail Expo in St. Louis, Missouri. I'm sure quite a few people are trying to find Derek over there. I know he's speaking today, and since there was so much activity this morning, especially in the Dallas area, there's probably some renewed interest in seeing Hail Trace as usual. And we also have quite a few events coming up with the Highway to Hail tour here for Company Cam. I forgot to tag them in there, but you can go check out their Facebook page to figure out registration and if there's any spots left and everything from March 12th, which is Tuesday, all the way through May 3rd, and that's going to be in Chicago. So, our website and app is available. I know there has been some bugs, some issues going on. I know the Android app has had some problems this morning. Don't worry, I've seen all the messages, and we're diligently working on trying to get everything fixed. Just had a little bit of patience. Again, here's why we launched this stuff in February and not in the middle of May, so that way maybe the first setup here or there, there'll be a little bit of some road bumps along the way, but we are going to be good and ready to roll once that first 5-star comes in. Go grab a Red Bull, said Brooks. I've had 2 energy drinks so far this morning. I got up at 3:30 this morning and have been going pretty much nonstop. So if I kind of lose my place here or there doing this video, it's just because I'm a little bit tired. And if you need any more any guidance, you're having some problems, some questions, feel free to message us or give us a call. We can set up a training, or we can just kind of take you a step-by-step through if you message us on Intercom. All right, so before we get into the actual forecast, we obviously got to talk about the storm that happened this morning. If you weren't up, you like sleeping in on Saturdays, and you don't live in Dallas, chances are you missed out on our live coverage, our first real live coverage of the year. I was doing coverage while mapping all the storms as they moved through Dallas-Fort Worth. So the map is for Dallas, Grapevine, and Lake Worth, Texas. It was not a huge storm by any means. It was a 2-star map. We had hail up to golf ball size, but that was not in the Metroplex. That was actually to the west. So I'm saying there was $half size hail in the Metroplex. It was a pretty wide range of storms, from P to $half size hail. A pretty not crazy event. Again, 2-star. It's just too many houses to make it be free because it had almost 160,000 houses, but that is 159,461 homes that now have a new date of loss. So that what adds value to a map like this. It's a nice little get your whet your appetite a little bit as we get ready for a whole bunch of storm season ahead of us, where we'll likely see much bigger storms in the Dallas area. Here's just a couple pictures. They're on our website as well, except for the one in the upper right-hand corner. For some reason, it wouldn't upload to our site. But these are all generally in the Grapevine area and the Lake Worth area. There was one other picture I had found that was in a little town outside of Stephenville that was a little bit bigger, and another picture that was in the immediate Dallas region that was about quarter size as well. And you can see generally it's a quarter size hail or a little bit bigger. This one's probably about $half, maybe pushing a little bit bigger than that. and quarter half dollar size hail again. And this wasn't all the stones either. The hail's time wasn't crazy long. So again, this is really going to be, you're going to get a couple hits on your roof, maybe some dings, dents here, there, on your gutters and on your vehicles, but nothing that is going to be extreme damage. This is more, you're going to, if you got a claim that you want to file and the storm dates from 2017 or 2016, if this did hit a lot of areas that were hit then, you can now use this to help get your claim approved and possibly, go work some more damage while we're waiting for bigger storms to come in. So this was honestly the only graphic I managed to get together for the rest of today, and there's obviously a lot to be explained beyond this. So there's quite a bit of activity going on currently, and I can just pop right over this to show you guys. There is a line of storms here. We've already had a handful of tornadoes this morning, just in the past hour and a half, and you can see it's weakening and also slowing down. So this says to me that not only are we seeing just a decaying squall line, that means with how much instability there is in the area, let me just put the goes back on, and some clearing skies, especially in Mississippi, we're got a loaded gun. I think there might be quite a few supercells this afternoon, this evening, places like Mississippi, possibly even to Alabama, and areas all ahead of this. Either this line or storms forming ahead of it could be pretty potent with a strong tornado as possible. And in terms of hail, I'm saying about golf ball size. I think we haven't seen anything too spectacularly and crazy yet today. I don't think there will be anything too insane. The most I would honestly could see is if we get a supercell out ahead of this little dying line of storms that should revigorate into supercells. We get a storm out ahead of all of that, and it goes crazy, kind of like how last Sunday was, then yeah, we could probably see a couple tennis balls, but for the most part, I'm thinking up to golf ball size hail. We even had a storm a little bit earlier that I forgot to put the graphic on in Olive Branch, Mississippi, and if you don't know where that is actually a suburb of Memphis. Memphis is not in the risk if you look here. It's raining there. That's all she wrote from Memphis, so we're done in Memphis. Nashville, there's not a huge chance. I got a 2% chance. Maybe some storms later on after this rain moves through, but I think you might be kind of out of luck for the rest of the day. I have a 2% chance for Birmingham just because I think the only way Birmingham gets any hail today is there's a supercell that forms out ahead of the main activity and it happens to go into the city or into the burbs of the city. And unfortunately, too, if that were the case, there's a concern that there'd be tornadoes, and we don't want big devastating tornadoes like what happened last week to keep happening. We just want the hail. So I have a 5% chance for Jackson. I think storms are moving just north of them. 10% chance for Monroe. I think the storms impacting Shreveport right now should move through the area in the next couple of hours, and they could pack kind of a bit of a punch. Honestly, probably the biggest population center that's at a real good risk today, other than maybe the far southern suburbs of Memphis. I think Tupelo, Mississippi's in here. You have a good chance. I'd say probably about 20% chance. And Columbus, Mississippi as well. But I think the chance is much higher for tornadic activity than really big hail. I think there's going to be a lot of low-topped supercells, which means they don't get super tall. So it really limits your hail possibilities to almost zero. So hello, everybody who's saying hi to me on here. And so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you guys the latest HRRR run. Is there a new run out? How far out is this one? Okay, I'm going to look at one that I haven't looked at yet. So we're going to find out together what the models have been saying. And I think it's probably going to, if I were to guess before I even start this, it's going to continue the trend that I've been noticing just through this morning of things kind of turning into, you can see here, more isolated supercells. Each one of these little black lines here is indicating its own updraft, and that would not be good for tornadoes at all. So the northern half of Mississippi, and then possibly going into Alabama here, because this is going to be 7 o'clock tonight is what we're looking at right here, and you see storms. Again, I think Nashville, you might be just a little too far to the north. There's too much rain here, so you don't have as much warm, what's the word I'm looking for? Uncontaminated air to work with. So I think the hail chances, that's why I have the hail chances pretty low in Nashville. But it's not impossible. And again, northern half of Mississippi. Oops, you guys don't need to see that. And going into Alabama, this run is coming out, but that makes me a little concerned for Birmingham. Let's roll this back to a full run that I saw before we did this, and you can see this particular run had all these supercells form out ahead of the line. This one would have been bad news for Birmingham. So again, there's that chance storms form ahead. Again, last Sunday was a prime example of how crazy things can get when you have storms forming ahead of the main line. And the line is moving slow right now and kind of dying, which both of those with the parameters that are in place right now could be real bad news for some tornadoes later on this afternoon. We'll be here. Obviously, we'll do live coverage. If you guys big supercell moving through Birmingham, I'll be doing live coverage again a little bit later on, probably a little bit more tired. But, you know, that's how we roll here in the storm season. So that's what we're expecting. And then by this evening, once we're probably about 9, 10 o'clock tonight Central Time, things should be winding down. And then going into tomorrow, it's not looking too impressive. I can show you guys that right here. The model goes a little further out, and I'll shift it over. Again, I apologize for not having too many graphics. Again, I just have not had the time this morning to do this. I can only do so much. So we move through today, and this shows tomorrow evening, and it only shows a couple. Whoops, dang it! It only shows a couple storms in Georgia and South Carolina, where I don't think that we'll really have too much hail. Maybe a couple quarter reports here or there. I think tomorrow's gonna be pretty quiet, unless something drastically changes between today and tomorrow. And with it being early March still, that's very possible. Things can drastically change. I keep just saying last Sunday was expected for the tornadoes, but not expected for the hail. So anything's possible. And once we move beyond tomorrow, I think on Monday there might be some hail in the Big Bend of Texas, but there's not too many people there. And then Tuesday, I think we may be seeing a pretty strong squall line move through the I-35 corridor, which again might be quieter for hail. Or then the second half of the week, we might be talking about Dixie Alley in the southeast again with more tornado and hail potential. So, and that's really all I have for the forecast today. I did not get to move through do too much. I just wanted to get today's forecast in so you guys could see. We're going to post this graphic up on our social media, like on Instagram. You'll be able to see it there as well if you just wanted to see the graphic or you don't watch the whole video here on Facebook. And we'll obviously do any other updates as storms continue. So you can get all our maps on the... Oh, no. Can I jump ahead past a bunch of graphics I have already made to my end graphic here? Whoop. Nope, skipping by a bunch of stuff that we already looked at. There we go. So make sure you follow us here on Facebook as always. Again, we will stream if there's a big storm going on in a spot that it has a lot of population. We're going to live stream it, even if it's at 4 o'clock in the morning. That's why you want to follow our Facebook page. Everything goes to the top of your newsfeed, so then you can go ahead and you can watch that stream when you wake up at your own leisure. So that's a very important thing to do. And if you want to purchase Mapcraft, any questions, have any issues with the website or with the app, you can give us a call. You can email us, visit our website. We are happy to help. We're here to help you guys. And again, follow us on Instagram. If you want to see our forecast, just graphic and not the whole spiel and watch like a whole 20-minute video or anything, and you can just check that out real quick there. So, hope you have a great rest of your day, everybody. I'll probably see you later if we have some crazy storms going on. I'm sure a lot of you folks want to see me later because that means something big is going on. So, have a great rest of your Saturday, everybody. Probably won't have a video tomorrow unless something crazy happens. We want to recap it. And if not, I'll see you guys on Monday. So have a great day. We'll be here streaming at 12 p.m. like we do every single weekday on whatever platform you're watching this on. Have a great day, everybody.